So what do you get when you get a supervisor who talks the talk but doesn't walk the walk, guys? You know who they are. Yeah, you know who you are, supervisors. If you're guilty of it, put your hands up and accept your fate. You know what I'm talking about. You know, they tell you who they are, who they know, where they've been, what they've done, blah, 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 yada, 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 ICS this, and I did this, and I did that. You know, the proof is in the pudding. When push comes to shove, they falter. What do you get when all that is combined? You get the Cowardly Lion from the Wizard of Oz. That's right, guys. Welcome to the Wolf Den. I'm the Wolf Daddy, and you probably don't want to talk about this, but we're going to talk about courage and how it's lacking today. So what does make the elephant charge his tusk in the misty musk or the dusky dusk, huh? What makes the muskrat guard his musk? Courage. Yeah, that was all pretty said and done when the Cowardly Lion said it in the Wizard of Oz, but it's not cool when a supervisor, is doing this. Come on, guys. It's time to step up your game here. There's too much of this going on. We at the Arizona Correctional Peace Officers Association get calls all the time, and we deal with the same issues over and over again. Listen, especially like in the female unit. We've got several that are coming down from Perryville. Perryville, today's your day on video. Yeah, listen, we know how female inmates are. Oh yeah, they're trustworthy. Yeah, these guys are in for what? They're in for drugs. They're in for prostitution, for identity theft. Yeah, they're the most trustworthy inmates that you can believe when they start telling tales and, and dropping names and throwing staff under a bus because they don't like when they're getting disciplinary, and they know all they got to do is form a ruckus and throw their finger up in the air and say, oh yeah, this officer over here looked at me the wrong way, and then and we get it. Listen, administrators, we get it. You got to follow through on these allegations. But here's where stuff is getting old, okay? Listen, you guys place these officers under an administrative investigation. You don't make them fill out an IR. Oh, we got several of them. Don't say you don't. We got several of them. And I know it's all over, scattered all over Arizona and all the complexes. But for this week, we've had several in Perryville, and it's not pretty, guys. Inmates make these allegations, and I know you got to follow through on them. That's what you do. But staff, make them do IRs, man. I mean, it's a simple thing. When you fail to do that, and then you take the officer and you quarantine him away and put him on no inmate contact in the middle of nowhere, or sometimes no inmate contact amongst inmates, somewhere like in the front lobby where there's inmate porters, and, it's pretty awkward and pretty incompetent, guys. I mean, come on. I don't want to throw you under a bus, but it's going on, and you know who I'm talking about. It's just horrendous, okay? And I know you got to follow through, and you got to follow through on these allegations, but you know what? The inmates sitting pretty in their complexes while this is happening, and meanwhile the staff are completely disconnected. It's going on. You're not following through. You're not keeping them in the loop. 2 weeks later for a simple little allegation on an officer that's got a straight up good record and he's doing his job, and 2 weeks later, there he is sitting in the lobby. You guys haven't followed through. No IR. CIU did their part. I know CIU well over there in Oa Place. You guys do your job and you do your investigation. But the administrators, later on, no follow-up. 2 weeks, guys? You're not going to talk to your staff? Meanwhile, your staff are sitting up there in lobbies and quarantines, and staff are coming in with the perception of, hey, you're on no inmate contact. I wonder what you did. Ugly. It's bad for your dignity. It's bad for the officer's dignity, their reputation, for morale. They can't do overtime. I mean, this is just ridiculous, guys. So here's what I'm saying. Do the right thing. Get this thing, get the ball rolling. Take care of your staff, man. We do it with the inmates. The inmates do this all the time. And what do? Nothing. The inmate goes scot-free. We don't want to give him disciplinary for lying afterwards, fibbing on staff. Because why? Because it seems like retaliation. That's weak. You might as well sing that song and sing the song from the Wizard of Oz and the Cowardly Lion, because it was horrible. What do they got that you haven't got? Courage. Let's not do that. Can we step up our game, guys? And care for your staff. Go back, give them updates. Tell them, hey, we haven't forgotten about you. When you know you have. Come on now. But you got to make an effort here, man. Our staff are our most valuable resource. What are we going to do? Keep sweeping them under a rug because inmates come first in the priorities? And they do. That's the way you guys run it. It's just shameful. I always say it's my favorite word with you guys because it describes you. Shameful, shameful, shameful. And for those of you, our staff that are stuck in these little positions over here on no contact and no inmate contact, and it's been a while and no one's giving you updates, call us. We'll help you out. We know how to get the ball rolling. We absolutely do. I promise you we'll get that ball rolling. We're not going to leave you hanging there with no updates whatsoever. It's just uncalled for, unprofessional. And the supervisors from the affected units, and that's your employee, call them. Find out how they're doing. You need anything? You want me to bring you anything? I know we're speeding this along. Do your part. Have a backbone. You know what I'm saying? Take some calcium. Grow that spine back, guys. You gotta, don't worry about what your upper administration is doing. You push them, and you push them to do the right thing. Even if it costs you, you know, reputation points, as they say, or you know, put your career on the line, guys. I mean, that's what we do. We're there to defend our staff. Without them, we're nothing. So what are we trying to say here, guys? We know that AIs are the nature of the beast in the Arizona Department of Corrections. They flow freely here. Boy, sling them faster than frisbees. But I'll tell you, take care of your staff, man. Expedite it. Follow through. Be on the staff side, okay? Don't make it where they're guilty before they're proven innocent. I mean, that's the way it comes across when you're ignoring your staff 2 or 3 weeks. And then, after it's all said and done, you can come on back. We've never followed through on you. Yeah, we know the inmate lied on you. We're not going to give her disciplinary. Our poor little darlings. We don't want to stir their hair up any more than it is. Okay? Grow a backbone. Let's get some courage here, guys. Take some calcium. Let's get them spines back in place. So in closing, guys, I want to say take care of each other. Watch each other's sixes, because your teammates, the only one's going to protect you out there. Nobody else is going to do it. And for our staff in Lewis that are out there right now, TSU and everyone else participating in these searches and making sure that their teammates are safe, God bless you. We're thinking about you. You're in our prayers. Watch your sixes as well. If you need anything, give us a shout out. We'll do anything for you guys. Just let us know. Okay? You guys need pizza or anything? Swear to God, I'll deliver it myself over there. In the meantime, God bless you. Love you. And if you love me back, know what you got to do. Send me some love. Send me a pizza.
I love him.